Elster's got the one Ling here to scout for Protoss third, which Protoss hasn't even tried to take yet. Observer coming in is going to be able to see the army composition.
He's going to see a very Hydralisk heavy army composition, and that's going to incite him to spam Colossi.
Yeah, and we actually have the robotics support bay and the what do they call it now? Twilight Council.
Now, normally this unit composition is really hard to stop. What Purple is going for is Void Ray Colossi with some gateway units, but
you really can't get that though on 2 bases though.
It's difficult.
You need the 3rd base.
He's gonna have to cut Colossi to produce those Void Rays. But what those Void Rays do is prevent Corruptors from sniping the Colossi without being punished, which is good in paper. But right now, Elster's so far ahead in economy, and our Protoss player is not going to be able to afford as many Colossi as he wants against that Hydralisk heavy composition.
Yeah, this is pretty typical of what I've seen Elster do in ZVP. Protoss wants to get that unit composition, but there's just no way he can get the economy to do it. At this point, his own economy is just leagues beyond,
oh my goodness,
and he'll be able to produce units like crazy.
Do we even want to check the income tab right now? It's going to be, okay,
73 to 50.
Elster wants around 80 at maximum, but right now,
he's going for a 4th base. Still no taking the watchtowers, but somehow he knows.
Alright, finally the purple Protoss player is going to put on some pressure. Oh, this is dangerous for him. He does not want to fight that army. Oh boy, this is going to be bad. Alright,
wow.
So here's our first engagement. First huge engagement.
No, the force fields end that quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, he was just trying to take out the proxy pylon.
Yep.
And he telegraphed his army movement with that proxy. Let Elster get in position.
Alright, so we have nice concave on the... okay,
yeah, this force fields didn't do enough. The Zealots basically just got stopped.
Exactly. And now he's going to back out after sniping every single Zealots. Very, very good play. Using the force fields to his advantage.
He still has the high cost units, though. He didn't lose the Colossus or the Void Rays yet.
We're going to see Elster cancel that hatchery.
Maybe. It looks like he's actually going to push them into
with the
ramp.
high ground to Purple's advantage, we're not going to be able to save that. Cancel it, Ulster. Ulster, no!
It's close.
Ulster!
I think that was canceled.
No, it wasn't canceled.
It wasn't canceled?
No. We're
the drone just
those are much better force fields, preventing those Hydralisks from doing anything.
Definitely.
But we do have...
how does he have vision up there?
I have no idea. I don't think...
That's really weird.
Okay, those roaches fighting Stalkers and Void Rays. Ulster wants to back out right now.
Yeah, seriously. Losing a few extra roaches that he really didn't need to.
And this is why I hate going Zerg ground against Protoss ground. Because Force Field Colossi is so strong against Roach Hydra. But we'll see how Elster's going to stop this.
Well, he's getting Corruptors out. He might have to lose his 3rd base, but he'll still be ahead in economy just based on War's account.
But right now it looks like Elster does want to save it. And there's no more sentries for Force Fields.
Another Void Ray goes down, and all the ground units are dying as well.
Oh, it looks like Elster was holding back here.
Wow. Yeah, he just needed a few more rounds of production.
Yeah, the reason that Elster was so behind on army in that first engagement is because he was saving up for like 6 or 7 Corruptors and another wave of ground units, but he held that off beautifully. But it has allowed the purple player to get his 3rd base.
Yeah, that's absolutely necessary. If he just loses the army and doesn't have a 3rd base to show for it, the game is already over.
Exactly.
Now he'll be able to take out this proxy pylon without issue, and he's actually taking his 5th base as well.
Nice. It looks like our Protoss player has stopped producing Colossi for now, getting Immortals instead. Either because he has not enough resources for Colossi, or because he saw the heavy Corruptor counts, and he's very worried that his Colossi will get sniped immediately.
Yeah, once you lose that first batch of Void Rays and Colossus, especially when you know they have Corruptors out, you really can't persist with that unit composition.
Exactly, but at the same time, Elster has to be very careful that he doesn't overmake Corruptors, which will hurt his maximum army counts.
Yeah, he hasn't made any more that I've seen. He's producing mostly roaches.
I would love to see the Hive Sect go down and the Greatest Spire so he can turn all those Corruptors into Brood Lords. But right now he has no idea that he's the Protoss player has stopped producing Void Rays and Colossi. So what he's doing is... Right. Oh, he's going to pick off that pylon.
Yeah, we have proxy pylons all around the map. No, Creep Highway is getting stalled, but he has... If you look at the mini-map, he definitely controls that half of the map. Protoss with only 3 cannons at this this base. That army looks pretty small if we look at the map. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Elster's actually maxed.
Elster, that's why Elster's going to try to attack now. The only problem is that there may be too many Corruptors in this army composition.
One Phoenix just
the
dies
Void Ray
immediately.
and the Colossi are going to get sniped easily, but after that, there's not many things that the Corruptors can do. Those Immortals going to work on the Roaches, yeah, and Elster's going to have to back out here. Beautifully defended by our Protoss player.
Yeah, that was actually surprising.
Those are very nice force fields, using the high ground to his advantage, and that unit composition was perfect against what Elster had. But Elster, with his heavy economy, is going to start spamming back to 200, 200.
Yeah, he's already there, actually.
Yep. And looks like Purple sees it's time to hit back.
He's got to be careful, though.
I think he's going to be very surprised to see a huge regular army waiting for him.
Yeah, Elster can just keep whittling this army down as it moves forward, and he'll be able to reinforce much faster.
No force fields left, so...
No sentries either, there's only one left.
Army on army. Elster can stomp this right now with no...
Oh,
this is what I'm talking about. There's way too many corruption doing nothing. Well,
yeah, he's doing something. One mortal goes down. Now it's mostly Stalkers.
Stalkers against mostly Roaches and Hydras, but Roaches and Hydras will beat Stalker Immortal army without sentry support.
Well, one thing to note is that Protoss does have 2 attack upgrades, while Elster's still been on only 1 range.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Elster has been upgrading a little more.
Does he only have 1 Evo Chamber?
He has 1 Evo Chamber, he's not upgrading.
I don't even know where
anymore.
it is.
Maybe he lost it.
I don't even see it. Alright.
Check how much the minerals that the Protoss is natural.
Protoss is natural. That is starting to get mined out. Yeah, he's starting the third weapons upgrade.
moving on to purple still.
Oh, there he goes.
Alright,
and the army was slightly out of position, trying to move up into harass Elster.
He's gonna lose all those probes and
well, he wisely runs the probes, but he's definitely gonna lose the Nexus. Although maybe not. Elster's gonna go engage the army from the high ground. I'm not sure about that decision.
There's no sentries to force field, so this is gonna be.
Yeah, actually, he's just gonna handily take it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Zerg is just streaming in here.
Elster's doing a great job.
He's continually staying maxed. Every unit he loses, he just makes another one. Warping and Zealot's behind getting a probe surround. That's really good positioning by Protoss, but he just doesn't have enough stuff.
Nope. This is already a good game. There's no way, even by just looking at the map.
Yeah,
no way
and if you check the income tab, Protoss is not getting any money anymore. Pulling all the probes off is natural, losing most of the probes or having to run them from the third. And Elster can just keep making things. It's just not, it's just a pure numbers game. He's rallying to the third, going to take that out, and with that, that's pretty much all of Protoss's hope of ever coming back.
Yep. I think in the end why the Protoss player lost this game was, one of the biggest reasons was he didn't have enough sentries to force field off this very Roach Hydra heavy army.
Definitely. And there's the GG.
That cost him, and it's a good game.
Cornell ties up 1-1.
That was a good game.
That was very good.